My name is Josie, and I believe that change is good. From small things like moving to a new house to bigger things like losing an important person in your life, I have learned that almost all new things have a lesson to be learned from them. We should not be afraid of change, but instead see it as a new opportunity or at least a good experience. Why are people afraid of change? Most of the time, we don't like changes in our lives because we are comfortable with things the way they are now, and we are afraid of what might go wrong. But if we avoid any change in our lives, it would be pretty boring. It's kind of like if we were caterpillars that never became butterflies. We would be the same, slow, boring caterpillar our whole lives. We wouldn't ever get to have the experience of being a butterfly, and our lives would not be interesting at all. In the lesson that Agner read for us, the people are talking about Jesus' death. Instead of mourning their whole lives, they are embracing the change. They look on the other side of a bad situation and realize that Jesus died for a reason. Instead of complaining or being confused, they learn that they should bring the world back to God. I have not gone through many big changes in my life, but one thing is when I moved into a new house. I did not move very far, and I stayed at the same school, but I still did not want to move because I liked my old house. Then I looked on the bright side of things, like the disciples did in the Bible story. My room was bigger, it had a huge closet, and it was much closer to school and many other places that I go to often. Now I have been living in this house for 3 years, and I like it much better than my old house. I realized that this house works much better for my family and me. I learned that even if you don't like the new things at first, you will usually learn to like them after a while. Like I said, this was only a small experience of change. Later in my life, I will probably experience a much bigger and scarier change. When I do, I hope to face it like Wilbur did in the book Charlotte's Web. When Wilbur has to leave his owner, Fern, and move to the farm, he is sad. He has trouble getting used to his new home and misses his old life with Fern. Then he becomes friends with a spider named Charlotte. Charlotte helps him realize that his new life on the farm really isn't bad, but he was just thinking about it in the wrong way. He starts enjoying it much more and having fun. He learned that he had no reason to be afraid of new things. Change also brings many good surprises that we might have never thought of before it happens. During his new life on the farm, Wilbur got to go to the county fair and he won a prize. He also made many new friends, and he never expected any of this to happen before. We are always changing and will continue to change for our whole lives. As Gail Sheehy once said, if we don't change, we don't grow. If we don't grow, we aren't really living. This means that the changes we face help us grow into better people. Almost all new things that are brought into our lives will come with something good. If you ever face a big change in your life, just remember that even though it is hard, you will learn something out of it, and you probably won't be as scared the next time you face a challenge. In the end, you won't regret it. Thank you.